The Bible says, "For Mordecai the Jew was next unto King Ahasuerus, and great among the Jews, and accepted of the multitude of his brethren, seeking the wealth of his people, and speaking peace to all his seed." Here in the last verse of the book of Esther, we see the great blessing and the great turnaround that God gave to his people. It had seemed just a few days prior how desperate the Jews' situation was. Haman had built the gallows. The posts had gone forth to destroy the Jews in all the provinces, and it seemed like the end was nigh. The walls were caving in. There was no hope. And yet here in the last verse, what a change we see have taken place. Mordecai, who was an outcast and an enemy of the state, is now next unto the king. The Jews who were set to be destroyed are now prospering and enjoying peace. All it took was a little faithfulness on Mordecai's part and some courage on Esther's part for God to turn things around so quickly, so suddenly, so amazingly. And dear brethren, it may look like the situation is bleak that you're in. It may look like the world is so dead against you that there is no hope, that the walls are caving in, that there is nowhere to turn and nowhere to run. But as the old preachers have said, we've read the last chapter. We know how this thing ends. We know how radically, amazingly, and supernaturally God will transform our situation, take us from darkness to light. All it takes is a little bit of faithfulness like Mordecai and some courage like Esther, and then God will show you in the final note of your story how amazing his deliverance will be, that he might get all the glory, and he changes our situation in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye.